Sometimes the only way is to be so delusional. Delusional to the point where you just have to make it happen. I'm going to spend a week with me being extremely delusional and sharing some of the things that I'm learning along the way because I'm just documenting it all.
I feel like one thing that's super important for me whilst I'm on this journey of building stuff is to keep putting myself in environments that force me to grow and force me to think bigger. It's like one of my favorite places to come to in London is Battersea, and like this location, because across the river we've got Chelsea, in the distance you can see the Shard, we've got Battersea Power Station here, and all of these things are not that far from where I live in London, but it's like a completely different world. It's like the money, the access, the cars, what people are wearing around here feels like a completely different world. And I think I need to take myself out of my current environments and almost force myself to grow by being in these environments, which at the moment they do make me uncomfortable sometimes because sometimes I don't have money to be in these spaces. But it's telling yourself that my future self deserves to be in these spaces, and I just need to keep putting myself in those spaces until my physical catches up with the, I guess, the Lulu in my head. So finding myself to be very uninspired in spaces that I spend a lot of time in. And this is because I think a lot of people around me are settling or kind of accepting the status quo. And I just feel like I want more from life. And I feel like a caged bird in these environments because when I actually speak my truth, everyone around me kind of looks at me like, why? Like, why? Like, you're crazy. So I've got two options. I either clip my wings and accept that to be, and kind of cry that, oh my God, like I'm a clipped bird, or I do something about it. So we're going to do something about it.
I was born on February 24th, 1970.
I'm on test driving a GLC because we're doing something about it. And it was that GLC I put in a previous vlog, but it was bad. Like when I put my foot down in the car, I was like, I wanted to contain my excitement, but it was bad. And I think one thing for me that's really important is that I put things there in my head and just wait for the physical to catch up. So now I've felt it, I know what it feels like, I know what it sounds like. It's about the physical now catching up, and it's how quickly can I move things in place for the physical to catch up, because my mental and my head has already achieved it. My mental and my head has already seen what it feels like. My mental and my head already knows the excitement that I get from it. So yeah, time to do the physical.
I've seen it all my life, I felt the way they pressed me. Mother is me righteous, see the way she blessed me. In and out of bundles, never needed freebies. Shit don't come for free, we build it till we own it.
I have been putting myself in spaces that I want to be in, but I'm not yet in. So this morning I went on a club tour of Third Space Gym. For those of you that don't know, Third Space is like a private fitness club, which is based in London. And it is so nice. Like the facilities are so good. Swimming pools, saunas, gym, PT, yoga, hot yoga, Pilates, stretching rooms. And I think it's that thing, like when I went to test drive the car earlier this week, it's seeing things in seeing things like in my head, feeling it, touching it, getting an idea of what I need to do to be in that room. Also seeing the people who use that gym, I'm like, every single person in there inspires me, because I'm like, fuck, like you guys have done something evidently which allows you to be able to pay £280 a month for the gym, and be in the gym at 11 o'clock on a random Thursday. Like that is so cool. So yeah, I think it's that thing of, I like to see these things. I like to see these things so I know I've got like a mental stamp in my head, and then just wait for the physical to catch up. So yeah, we're waiting for the physical to catch up, and we'll take it from there. So we've been working on a course for black and brown skin, and it is finally done. All of the content is done. So now I just need to watch everything back, make sure it's to a standard that I want it to be, and then we can start creating some content, pushing it out to our mailing list and all of those things. I think the lesson in this is
always have control of your distribution. So I'm so glad that we have a mailing list of over like 9k people, because then we can just push it out primarily on that. I think if we didn't have that, we would run into the trap of the way social media is changing their algorithms all the time. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're censored. And I think I'm seeing a lot of that on social media these days. So I'm just glad we have a mailing list that we can just send it out to people who I know are locked into what we do. And then we can see how it goes from there. But comment below if you want me to share more about building this tool, how we're going to put it out there, and yeah, teach you along the way.
If it ain't peace, there's no time. If it's for the money, then nigga, I'm online. If it's for the honey, then honey, I'm on crime. If you hear they got me or show me, you gon' cry. Baby, I've been loving you long time. You know we be tugging and tugging the whole life. You smile like a drug, give me the long high. Your eyes like the suns where they make me go blind. Cause we on the same streets and they looking so nice. And every day and night, I'm an innocent guy. When I link with my guys, ain't no peace of mind. You know some get life and I've seen some die. I just think about rising my niggas inside. Free 'em up, looking at some serious.
Yo team, at the moment we're on the way to handle business. I am getting sick and tired of waiting for people to respond to things via email, and it's taking so long. So instead of waiting for people to respond to my emails, I'm literally gonna go there in person and get people to respond to you in person. So yeah, we've got a long journey. Today I'm probably gonna cover about 100 miles driving, like a round trip, maybe even more. But I think it's all worth it because these emails are taking long to get back to. So yeah, let me take you guys along.
Out hustling, same clothes for days. I never change, I'm too stuck in my ways.
And I spoke to the person who recommended, and he said that anyone can do the chair. And then I can just sign it and leave it now.
The streets robbed me, wasn't educated properly. But fuck y'all, I needed money for Atari. Was so young, my big sis still playing with.
So we just finished running off some errands. We came to scope the area out. This area is a great student area. There's a lot of things going on. And hopefully we're going to be back here in a few weeks, because if all of the errands that I ran today have worked out, we'll be back here soon.
I'm fucking 17.